EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to...
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Chase Brown gets the call. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw here. The toss here completed to Pittman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
And now they'll audible to something else.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Steelers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on fourth down? Let's see. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
16 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals 16-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
An inside give, Brown. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
1st and 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll look to throw again. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Now, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd
Now they'll change things up.
at the 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Touchdown, Bengals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Steelers 7. Evan McPherson.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, Bubba, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's now
He'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
59 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And a nice spin into some open field. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
15 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 27 more yards.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score. Bengals 28, Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Jonathan Allen, a former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
On for the point after.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
And if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. This is 3rd and goal.
9-yard loss brings up 3rd and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Back to throw here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Throwing, Burrow. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down. Into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Brown. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. Now the Bengals are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
And they'll go on the ground.
Still going inside the 20.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
At the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.